Welcome to Yoga Time, where we're going to crack the veil between the dimensions, taking advantage of the sixth planet alignment. So, hey, Doreen, thanks for joining us and helping us out again.
Namaste, Adam and Spirit Mind family and everybody who comes to YouTube to see this, live or not. And yes, we are talking about the 6 planets that are in alignment right now. We're going to do yoga based on those 6 planets. I'm going to give everybody a little taste or flavor of how each planet and the yoga that we mix astrology and yoga together. That's what we're going to do today. A little bit of each planet. And so when you're ready, Adam, I will take.
Okay, let's do this. I'll see you all in a little while.
See you then. So welcome. Today's going to be a little bit different than other classes that I've done. In other classes, I try to make like a whole flow, or it's called a vinyasa, of poses and breaths and meditations. But what's happening today is we have 6 different planets in alignment in the night sky. And we are going to do those 6 planets with their corresponding poses and or breaths and or meditations. So I was sharing with Adam, if I don't make it through all 6 on the time that we put aside for this, I will finish up next month and do the rest next month. So I'm going to do my best to get through as many as I can. We're going to start with the first or closest planet, Venus. Or Venus is the first planet to come up in our alignment today. And I want to share some astrology facts as I do yoga with you today. So first of all, we're going to do a breath. We should always start yoga with a breath or a chant of some type. We're going to do the Venus Mudra. The fatty parts of your hands by your thumb, you're going to put those together. If you identify as a male, you're going to put the right thumb over the left. If you identify as a female, left over the right. You're going to clasp your fingers except your pointer, your Jupiter finger. Oh, excuse me, your Jupiter finger. Yes, it's your Jupiter finger. I had to think for a second. And you're going to bring everything up like that. Now, it's going to be a little challenging to breathe, but we're going to breathe in and breathe out with our hands overhead like that. You can stretch them even higher if you'd like, if you're comfortable. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. This is called the Venus Mudra. Now we're going to add a chant to this mudra. Mudra is another word for seal, sealing in the energy. And also it's when you use your hands in yoga. We're going to say 2 words. Sat, nam. Sat, breathe in. Nam, breathe out. Sat, inhale. Nam, exhale. Sat, inhale. Nam, exhale. And that is how we're going to start our introduction to the planet Venus. Venus is the planet that has to do with relationships, with beautiful things. So we're going to do some beautiful poses. It's the feminine side of the planet. It's about your partnerships and romance. And so first pose, even though we just did the hand one, we're going to do the lotus flower pose now. Lotus flower is challenging pose for many adults, or the lotus pose. So you could do half lotus as I'm showing you right now with one leg up on your lap. But if you are an advanced yogi, I know some of you that tune in are, like Jared, I believe, and I'm not sure who else, but off the top of my head, I know Jared is. And so lotus flower, this is a lot of pressure on knees and hips mostly. So if you are uncomfortable at all in this pose, just do the half lotus I just showed you. Everyone can do the lotus mudra, thumbs and pinkies touching, petals of the lotus flower are open in front of your heart. Breathe into your lotus flower pose in front of your heart and think of something that you find beautiful in this world. It is so easy to find out what's wrong in this world and point it out. It is so much more challenging to see the beauty in this world. It's one of the reasons Adam, I know, goes out in nature every day. Nature is so beautiful. It's important to me too. But think of something to you that makes you feel warm and fuzzy from the inside out, or as we like to say, makes you smile from the inside out. And then we have to balance your pose. So whatever you do on the right side, you do on the left. So now I'm going to put my opposite leg. This time I'm going to do a half lotus, just for all of you who can't do full lotus to see. Nothing changes with your hand mudra in lotus pose. You're going to keep it in front of your heart. And if you want to think about either the same thing, that beautiful thing, or maybe you want to think about someone you love and how that warms your heart. And feel the warmth of your heart expanding and opening that lotus flower. If you want, you can even bring that lotus flower overhead like we do the 1,000 petals lotus that rains down on yogis. Very good. Now, I'm going to go back to talking about Venus for a moment. This beautiful planet, many of you know it as the morning star for half the year. It is a beautiful star in the sky. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our head. We're going to sit cross-legged now, just very comfortable, one leg in front of the other. Fingers interlaced beside your head. Let's be the morning star and twinkle. Let's come forward. Let's come back up. Let's come forward. Let's come back up. That's pretty easy, right? Let's go to one side, elbow to knee if you can. If you can't reach, that's okay. Elbow to knee on the other side. One more time, elbow to knee on the other side. All right, ready? Switch your leg in the front. Now we're going to do alternating elbow to knee. Or opposite. I said alternating, I'm sorry. Opposite elbow to knee. Last one. Opposite elbow to knee. Opposite elbow to knee. Very nicely done. Now, we just did something around our heart. And our hearts, they're so important. You can even rub your heart area if you want. But we are going to do a pose or two before we leave the planet Venus that opens our hearts up, okay? And we're going to get onto our knees if you can get on your knees, okay? We're going to do the traditional camel pose. I'm going to turn on an angle so you can see it today. I'm going to hold my lower back because some of you, this is all you can do. And imagine your heart is pointing up to the sky, up to the stars, up to the universe. Now, those of you who are more advanced, and I know there are some of you, you can come down, you can do one hand, reach up with the other one to the sky, to the star. Reach up with the opposite. Reach up to that morning star. Reach up again. Reach up one last time. And then we're going to come down and rest our heart on our knees if you can do this. If you cannot, open up your knees and let your bellies fall through and let your heart come down even lower. While we're down here, we're going to go into one last heart opening pose. Okay, this is called the cobra. You're going to bring your hands directly under your elbow, under your shoulders. Bring your elbows in. You're going to try to bring your feet as close together as you can. And you're going to bring your head up. Try not to bring your elbows up. Keep them down. Look up. Look up to Venus in the sky, in the night sky. And come down. And one last time. Come on up, Venus. Oh, Venus. Wow. I almost want to say, don't listen to what I say and just watch what I do today, because my words are not following my actions. All right, Venus, here's the last thing I want to tell you. Depending on where the planet Venus falls in what's called your birth chart, the time of day you were born in astrology, you might be somebody like me who collects a lot of things, and your collections mean a lot to you. I am one of those people, and it's based on where Venus falls. You might be somebody who's a minimalist, and those collections or collecting things, just you don't need that. That's actually what my husband is. And so try not to judge yourself. Now is the time to love and honor your beautiful things that you might collect. Okay, right now everything's lining up, but what this alignment is doing for you and for me and others who collect things, it's making you look at them and say, do I really need it? Is it really that important? Is it time to give it away to somebody who might need it more? Is it time to share these happy memories with someone else? And that's one of the things that happens when things start to align. It's making you look at past and present. Might have had something for 20 years you never ever used. That's what this Venus alignment has to do with all the other planets, but Venus itself, because we're going to go to the next planet. It's a very different flavor. Oh yes, you're going to know who in this world has a lot of Mars energy in their chart. Mars is the planet of action. Can anyone think of somebody taking action this week in the US? Oh yes, there's somebody taking action, and these next breath or two has to do with that person. We're going to do a breath called the Tarzan breath. You might know it. It's really simple. Take a deep breath in. This person is beating their chest, and he's letting everybody know who is in charge, loud and proud. Whatever you believe or whatever that you follow, that is your own opinion, but there's no question that Mars is strong in this person and influencing this person right now in our world here in the US and in the whole world. Actually, what happens here in the US kind of goes through. So they're going to do another one that has to do with the king of the jungle. This is another breath we're tying it into the planet Mars. That aggression is felt from Mars energy. We're going to come up, stay on your knees like I am. You're going to get your claws out, take a deep breath in, come on up and go. Can you stick your tongue out? Let's be the king of the jungle and roar with our tongues out. Ooh, that roar didn't sound very good from me. We'll try one more time. Mars has to do with, in astrology, the first house, which is the house of self, our identity, how we identify. Just think about that person I was just talking about and how you think he identifies. Oh, oops, I was giving it away that way, saying he or she. Now, we are going to help those of you that might not feel this Mars energy yet. You are getting pushed to have some Mars energy. You might not like confrontation. You might not like being assertive. These are a couple ways in yoga that you can bring it out in a safe space. Safe space, so important. First thing we're going to do is explode out your feelings. You might be so frustrated with what's going on in the world, like many people are. So we're going to do something called the volcano pose. You start out squatting down, and on the count of 3, you're going to explode out all those feelings of aggression, upset that you just can't let out, but you don't want to let it out because you don't feel safe. So we're going to do it here in our safe space. I can't see you doing it. Only you can. Ready? On the count of 3, get ready to jump up and explode those feelings. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Okay, I have to fix this a little bit, Adam, so bear with me just a second. There we go. So I've got to get one of those cameras on my MacBook that's going to follow me so I don't have to keep doing this. All right, are you all ready? Guess what we're going to do? We are going to be aggressive or loving kind warriors. Whatever kind of warrior you want to be, you can be. You can be a warrior that's a beautiful warrior. And there were lots of female warriors. Even think back to Viking time. And there are very aggressive warriors. There are strong warriors. I'm going to go the opposite side now. I just pivoted my feet. This warrior series, warrior is a great way to feel strong in your body, to feel balanced. How can you balance that energy of assertiveness, of confidence in a healthy way? I'm going to go back the other side and I'm going to do the archer pose now, where we're going to shoot away all of your frustration. Let's do the other side. Ready, set, shoot. Very nice. And these are all things that can help you with your Mars energy. Mars coming into alignment will either make kids too, but adults more aggressive, or they'll bring that aggression out of you because you might be on the other side. We call it the shadow side. And don't forget that saying from that famous author, men are from Mars. Mars is a male energy. Women are from Venus. Venus is a soft female energy. So we've gotten those two planets done. Yay! We're going to move on to Jupiter, one of my favorite planets, because Jupiter is the planet of luck. And it's funny, I have 3 grandsons. I have one grandson, the oldest, that Jupiter is in such a good placement for him, and this kid wins all kinds of things. I always tell my daughter, when he's of age, I'm bringing him to the casinos because he is lucky, lucky, lucky. Jupiter's in a lucky place in his chart. But Jupiter likes to be in a home. He's in the 9th house if you study astrology. If you don't, you can just take it in for what it is. And it's about the spiritual, the subconscious, religion, philosophies. Guess what's all coming out right now? All of this is coming out right now in today's world. It's all about getting in alignment. So Jupiter's going to expand things. It's going to expand it in your life. And it doesn't know the difference whether something's positive or negative. Whatever you are focusing on will expand. So let's do a breath that's going to expand our lung capacity. You're going to imagine that this whole part of you is a balloon. And I'm going to have you close your eyes because I want you to picture the color of the balloon. And I want you to imagine that balloon getting blown up. And as you blow that balloon up and you inhale with your breath to blow it up, imagine how vibrant and the beautiful color you chose your balloon to be, and then let that out and exhale. You don't have to do it loud like I did. You can do it just through your nose. But one more time, we're going to inhale and blow up a really big balloon. You might want a balloon that is a hot air balloon, and you can imagine it starting to rise, and that gets blown up a totally different way than blowing up a regular balloon. And we're going to have that come down. And we're going to hold our hands for a moment on this part of our body and this part of our belly, or even where our lungs are, if you want to feel it there. And just inhale and exhale, and just inhale and exhale. Now, because Jupiter is all about religion and different philosophies, as I had mentioned, we're going to put our hands in Namaste pose in front of our heart. Close your eyes, and for just one moment or two, just a moment, just notice how you feel just by doing this hand mudra. Mudras have been used for thousands of years in yoga because they work. They activate different energies in your body, different meridians, and different things even in your brain get activated. Your heart gets connected. And as Adam always is talking about, the heart-brain coherence, breath, but just your hands in front of your heart, it gives me the tingles at times. And so we are going to help bring prosperity in with the planet Jupiter, and abundance in, and creativity. It's all going to come in. And the last thing I want to do to expand your health right now, I know a lot of people are having health challenges, is bring your thumb and your pointer finger together, and I'm going to sit cross-legged again. I'm going to place them on my knees, but stretch my arms out. Those of you that know yoga, this is called Guyan Mudra. We're going to sit there for a moment in Guyan Mudra and focus on how you feel. Think about good luck coming in your way this week, whether you want to win lotto. Think about what it would be like to win lotto. Whether you want to, maybe you want to go play slot machines. I haven't done that in a very long time. None by me. I missed that in New York where they were near me. But I was not a big gambler. I would spend $20, I was done. Anyway, think about what good luck means to you. It might have nothing to do with money, it has to do with health. Think about good luck might be for you, being around family. It might be for you going on a trip around the world, seeing sights you never got to see. Think about what it means to you. Success is different for everybody. And we are going to leave the planet Jupiter expanding only the good. We've gone through 3 of the 6 planets in alignment right now. Jupiter wants to expand the energy. It is the largest planet. And so just keep that in mind. Focus on the positive. Try not to focus on the negative, especially when Jupiter comes into play like it is right now. Let's move to the planet Saturn. Do you all know, remember that car dealership, the car dealer company called Saturn? Way back when in the day, I had a Saturn. I loved my Saturn. I wish they were still around because they did things very differently than other car companies. But yes, I remember my Saturn. But that has nothing to do with the planet. Saturn has to do with your career. It has to do with your reputation and hard work. So it is known as the planet of karma, the teacher. And so Saturn, yes, Father Karma. So Saturn gives us boundaries. And if you have kids, you know about boundaries. You have to set them all the time with children. Okay? And so we're going to do a mudra first with our middle finger and thumb. And we're going to hold it here. It's called Shuni Mudra. And we're going to think for a moment about the boundaries that you have in your own life. Or do you not have enough boundaries? Do you set boundaries with friends and family? Or do friends and family walk all over you? I know sometimes kids do, and they sometimes don't appreciate us for what they do, what we do. Oh goodness, my mouth isn't working as I said. But think about boundaries. That has a lot to do with Saturn and lessons. And think about the lessons that Saturn's trying to teach you right now in your own world. It might be in career because Saturn focuses on career. But if you're not working right now, it might be about your reputation. It might be about what you're working on. So for a moment, we are going to greet the wise teacher within us and within you. And this is a very famous Kundalini chant called Ang Namo Gurudev Namo. Ang Namo means I bow Guru is the wise teacher. Dev Namo, the bringer of light. Some of you look up to Adam as such a great teacher, and he is. He's a wonderful, selfless, I will call him, teacher. He brings light to so many, and I'm so happy for the success he's been achieving and the reputation he's been building on YouTube. And so, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. That is our chant. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. That helps us greet the wise teacher within us that is also within you. How you're seen in the world. Saturn likes to have checks and balances, let's say. If you do the work you're supposed to do here on Earth, Saturn will reward you. So with Saturn coming into alignment right now, some of you might have great things happening, some of you might not. But this is a great time for manifesting. And manifesting for all of us are very different. But I will share with you a manifesting technique that I really love from one of my yoga teachers. As everyone who knows me knows, I love Kyle Gray. And he has a saying, and his saying is to thank the angels ahead of time for the gifts you've received. And it's a great way to manifest. Instead of I want, it's thank you, angels, for this beautiful relationship. Thank you, angels, for this beautiful home. Thank you, angels, for this beautiful friendship. So it's just a different way to manifest. You can write it, you can think it, you can say it. And so the planet Saturn, again, how you're seen in the world, you're going to always have challenges. May your challenges be few, may your challenges be small, so that you can have great gifts from the teacher Saturn in your life. So I'm going to switch us to the next planet. I'm going to do a few more minutes. I'm just flipping my little notes that I have. Alan knows that, Alan, oh my gosh. Sorry, Adam. Adam knows that I like to have a little bit of cheat sheets in front of me. Otherwise, I'll never remember everything I want to share with you, especially at my age. We're going to talk about the planet Uranus next. Uranus is the disruptor. Uranus is disrupting things in humanity right now. It has to do with social change. Things are getting shaking up everywhere right now. I don't even need to talk about it because we can see it on a daily basis. But Uranus also has to do with non-violence and peace, what's best for humanity. So we're going to do the peace breath and peace mudra. Hopefully you all know the peace sign. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, and chant peace. Now, look at that. We have confetti coming. We'll try one more time for world peace here. Breathe in, breathe out, peace. We didn't get enough for the confetti this time. That's okay. If you know another way to say peace, I do in yoga. It's Shanti or Om Shanti. So breathe in, Shanti. Think peace, feel peace, say peace. Oh my gosh. Adam, I don't know if you see what's going on, but we're having all kinds of celebrations here on the screen. I guess they like, the angels are here and like what's happening. It's some kind of feature I haven't figured out yet. Breathe in, breathe out. Om Shanti. What no longer is working in your life, Uranus is going to kick out of your life. If you haven't been the one to take it out of your life, not to worry. Uranus is going to make sure it goes out of your life. So it's always better to be the one, I feel, in control so that you don't have any of those kinds of surprises. But we're going to put my feet in front of us. And we are going to bring our hands up for a moment, and we're going to come all the way down and bring our heads down. Uranus brings in new ideas, new technology. We know that's happening already with AI. Uranus has to do with traditions and traditional's way of thinking and doing. And some of us are very traditional, and some of us have to look at that and be like, what are we going to keep of our traditions, and what are we going to go forward with and not stick to traditions? And that is what Uranus is pushing us towards. It's also the planet of electricity, so it can be very electric. Adam, I think I'm going to have enough time to finish this today. So I'm going to go maybe a few minutes over, but I'm going to go straight to the planet Neptune, which is in the 12th house, the last house in astrology. Neptune, magical, the magician, the illusionist, very tricky one. All the smoke and mirrors that's going on right now, Neptune is in play. A lot of smoke and mirrors, as we like to say. Neptune's about the subconscious. Neptune has to do with serving all, loving all. It creates a lot of waves in our life, like the planet Uranus. Neptune and Uranus are going to be side by side in this alignment, and Neptune and Uranus are going to do a lot of shaking up. Right now, we're going to create waves and do the waves pose. Do you have any waves going on in your life? You know, when things are always going good and then all of a sudden something happens, bam. It's like a wave of energy comes in, a tidal wave comes in sometimes. Oh, I know. It's a tough one. Neptune also, next month we'll talk about it more. It goes hand in hand with the zodiac sign Pisces because it's the dreamer. Neptune has to do with fairy tales and living in a fairyland. So we're going to honor the angels today and the fairies. We're going to make some clouds, magical, beautiful, angelic clouds. We're going to come around. Now, sometimes those clouds will be stormy in your life, and other times they'll be light and fluffy and beautiful clouds. Maybe those are cumulus clouds, if I'm not mistaken, Adam. We're going to go around the opposite way, doing the beautiful cloud pose. And I had to laugh because Adam's tarot time today talked about the planet Neptune making diamonds. And I love crystals. I'm crystal certified. And my favorite crystal from day one, they always ask you this in crystal classes, what's your favorite crystal? Mine has always been diamonds. So Adam, I'm taking you up on this, and we're going to take a ship once they're available out to Neptune and go get me some diamonds. And with that, we're going to do our final breath, and then we'll get down on our backs to rest. We're going to do the diamond breath. I'm going to come on my knees to do it. And I want you to imagine, oh, here we go. Picture what color diamond you have overhead. And I want you to inhale and exhale into that diamond. Just imagine you're inhaling and exhaling into that diamond overhead. I want you to imagine your diamond is shining all around your room that you're currently in. Your diamond light can be seen lighting up your room as it starts to get dark. Well, if you're in the States, I don't know where you are. Imagine your diamond light shining over your house, and your house has this beautiful glow. And as your neighbors look, they're wondering what's going on at your house. Look at it shine. It's shining as bright as your heart shines. And we're going to bring our diamond breath and diamond hands down. We're going to come down. We're going to slowly come down. We're going to rest on our backs for a moment. We're going to let our legs lay down. Our hands can be by our heart today if you'd like. You could make a heart mudra. You can cross your hands over your heart. I want you to think about your body being in alignment now with the 6 planets. There's so many more poses we could have done to get us in alignment, but I wanted our energy more so to be in alignment with the planets than the body. The body will follow. So as you lay, imagine you are straightening your spine. Your legs are open a bit. Your right foot falls to the right. Your left foot falls to the left. Your left hand rests on the back side of it. The right hand rests on the back side of it. Your head is facing up. Your shoulders are tucked in. You can lift them up a little and tuck them down. This creates proper alignment in the pose Shavasana. I want you to think about which planet you resonated with the most tonight, or whenever you're watching this video. Think about which planet resonated the most, because that must be the one that's sending the most energy your way. But you can benefit from all the planets that are in alignment right now. The next few weeks, going into when we add a 7th planet, it's a great time to focus on the different planets' energies in your body and in your life and how it affects you. Breathe in and out, slow, deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling the most beautiful light to shine from the inside out. Know that you are safe and protected. Know that you are loved. And so it is, and so it will be. You can lay there as long as you'd like. You can stop the video and rest longer. But when you're ready to rise, you can rise up with me. We'll do a final chant together. I'm going to just shut the music off. If you notice this time, we were using music for a change. I found a way to use non-royalty music. So that we could have some music in the background, and we'll see how you like it, how it came out, if we continue that in the future or if we just do it music free. But it was a nice change. So I'm going to wait for Adam to come on in a moment. I'm going to just have you rub your hands with me. Rub them and connect the left side of your brain with the right side of your brain right now. You're going to bring your hands in front of your heart. Your critical and your cognitive brains, your creative brains are connecting. Your heart brain is connecting right now. Inhaling, exhaling. Take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste. I hope you had a great yoga class with me today. I enjoyed the different flavor that we did today with you, with the different planets in alignment. Well, hopefully Adam's not having, oh, there you are, Adam, got it.
It took me a second to get it up. That was great.
I was afraid you had technical difficulties. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it's a little bit glitchy, but good. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hi, Karen, Dora. I didn't mention you earlier. Yes, and Lindsay, thank you so much. We had a good crew on today. And we got a really good alignment to match the alignment. So that was great. Thanks.
Oh, you're so welcome. I hope they enjoyed it. There's so much with the planets. I could only fit in little pieces of each one, little tastes, little appetizers.
And then at the end of February, we've got a 7th planet alignment. If you want to go for it, we'll do it again.
I think I'll do more asanas then, and we'll do more asanas, more poses then. We didn't do as many poses. We did some, but we did a lot of sitting poses. So. But yeah, it was my pleasure.
How much not Kriya, so that was a nice way to start.
Yes, I do love that, and I love I love how we have the universe in our hands and how each finger is a different planet and each part of our hand is
Yeah,
a different
yeah,
representation.
yeah.
I love that too. I love that too.
No,
So thank
doing
you.
Kundalini yoga practice, I really felt that because they would do very specific things with the fingers, and I did this workshop. It's like flew out of my body. And another quick story about South Korea. My Kundalini yoga teacher from back in the day talked about her teacher. I mean, that had a student that wanted to clear all of his crap basically. So he did 61 minutes of South Korea every day. And in a matter of months, he cleared his vessel. Basically, he cleared all the programming, all the stuff that was stuck in his auric fields, the traumas, the dramas. So very powerful stuff there.
Yes, you know what, Adam? It is so true. There is, the practice of Kundalini is really known for that. If you do certain ones, you can clear your
Yeah.
art line, you can clear your shadow stuff, you can just all kinds of great techniques. I really can't say enough good things now about Kundalini yoga. I really
Yeah.
can. But I will say it is a more advanced yoga. So I always say for beginner yogis, do the hatha, the gentle, the vinyasa first. Get to know yoga first before you jump right in. Not anything against it, but I just feel like they'll have more success with
That
Kundalini
makes
yoga.
sense. Yeah.
So anyway, thank you so
Anyway,
much,
thanks
everyone.
everybody. And hey, Lindsay, can come back to the beginning. Anybody else that came on late, come back to the beginning to do it again. It'll always be up on the Medium channel, along with I think we have about 18 other yoga classes on the
I don't
yoga
know.
time playlist.
It's been 3 years worth now.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
figure every other month, 3 years, and that's up to 18. Yeah.
yeah. It's been at least 3 years that I've been doing it for you. I'm like, wow, that one, I can't believe it's been that long, but it has. And when people ask to see videos, I send them your way because you have all the videos of the classes, the adult
Yeah,
classes.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's like, well, they're all up. Go to the playlists, find yoga time, and you'll have all the classes. Yep.
We do. Thank you, Adam, for that.
All right. Oh, let me just for anybody that wants the website, let me just put that up again. This, of course, being Doreen's website.
Yep.
There we go. Childrenschoolofyoga.com for the children of the child and you. Great, great classes, great organization.
Thanks. I think it's but I think I own that domain also. So I think that'll bring them to me too. So I cover all my bases when it comes to the website. So thank you. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has a great alignment. May the stars align in your life.
Yes, live long and prosper. Let me see. Can I do that?
I can do it.
Like barely.
Yoga helps you do that, Adam. You got to do more hand mudras.
Yeah, I have to practice this one. Yeah, I've been out of practice. I've got a couple of like broken, bones.
Oh, that won't help.
It makes it harder. All right. Anyways, we should wrap it up.
I'm good with that. I'll see them next month.
All right. So we're planning on the last Sunday in February. We missed a month before, so and also it's the alignment. It's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be before we hit the eclipses, which are very
right. Eclipse season right around the corner again. Yep.
March they start, I believe. So it'll be a good time to keep everybody with their yoga practice.
We'll need it after February. This is like the month that it's all going to change, and we'll have more to talk about that on Thursday night when I do the February psychic forecast.
Can't wait.
This energy, the guidance of number 11, and what's going on in the world. Put it all up in the blender. We'll have a very good idea where we stand by the end of February.
Oh boy, can't wait. Thanks, Adam.
It's all good, it's all spirits, so it's all part of the process of our evolution and awakening.
Yes.
Sometimes we just have to remember that.
Yeah, like I said, Jupiter is expanding everything right now with our aware, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good one. This is a good alignment. This is a crazy alignment, but it's a good one, hopefully, for many of us.
Isn't Jupiter exalted in Pisces?
It's not in Pisces yet, though. It's still in
No,
Aquarius.
oh,
So
Jupiter is, but I believe it's exalted in Pisces, so that
yeah,
when we get into Pisces season, it's gonna give a little extra Jupiter, I think,
yes, yes,
as well as
yes.
Neptune.
Oh yes, Pisces coming into play with all the planets. Oh boy, I can't wait.
Oh, it's your birthday season. Happy
It
birthday, sir.
is. It is my birthday next month. Can't wait to celebrate. I don't know who with out here in the Carolinas, but I'll celebrate online with everyone. Is
Yeah,
that
there you go.
that last
We'll
weekend's my
do another live on the Medium channel. Tuesday night, new moon forecast. No, Monday night, new moon forecast. Wednesday night, new moon transmission. I haven't heard back from Heather yet, but I'm hoping she and I, that'll be a Lunar New Year. So that'll be our passage to the year of the snake on that night. So that'll be a very special transmission. And then Thursday, February, and then tarot time Sunday morning.
Yes, it's a busy week for you, Adam. I hope everyone has a beautiful Lunar New Year, welcoming in the wood snake. Lots of new energy.
Oh, well, Lindsay, I've got Jupiter and Scorpio too. 4 degrees conjunct my Neptune to the minute. But I'm willing to bet that you're either 12 or 24 years younger than me, if not 36 years younger than me, because I'm 66 now, and it's 12-year cycles for Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're ending. Good night, everybody. Thank you, yogis and yoginis. Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Namaste.